what you drive.
Morning, besties. So today's a good day, y'all. Today's a good day. Your girl is pissed, but she's happy. I'm gonna tell you why I'm pissed. You guys, I feel like I've been really looking forward to 100k subscribers to make this move, but at the same time I'm like, might as well just do it, you know, like I really want to get a car. I feel like it's time. I don't have to wait for the milestone of 100k because this video might be the one thing with 100k subscribers, but I have to check out auto shops. I do have a brand in mind. I've always loved a Mercedes. Hey babe.
Hey babe.
How far? I did. I saw you were out last night. I hope you're Gucci.
I'm fine, I just woke up.
All right, cool. Babes, guess what? Woo, child. Your girl is ready to buy a car.
Wait, you serious?
I'm serious. I want to get a car. But the thing is, I hope you're not too busy. I want to pull up on you, so you just come. Yeah? All right, so we're going to check out the cars. I'm so excited, y'all.
A few moments later.
Yes, so TJ, I did there like this. So see Anna, see what I give person when no feel appreciate. They treat me like trash.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So last month I filmed a video about Frances Theodore and her fake life allegation, but I never had time to edit that video, so that was the reason why I did not upload it. But recently she is getting dragged again after today I saw a new post where she showed a new Mercedes car that she bought and people are dragging her, and I feel like this is the right opportunity to talk about her and also give my personal opinion about her, because honestly I love Frances. Nobody can ever make me hate her. Frances Theodore is one of the top Nigerian influencers. She started uploading on YouTube in 2020, and her first video is a video where she toured Hilton Hotel Abuja.
Hi guys, so I'm having a weekend getaway at Transcorp Hilton Abuja and I'm so excited. It's going to be a great experience, guys.
Frances is an Igbo girl from Anambra State. She grew up in Abuja but later moved to Lagos for her content creating career. Frances has been uploading on social media since 2020, at least for what I know, but she gained popularity after she went to a podcast called Glitch Africa with her friend Tobe. During the podcast, the way Frances spoke showed that she is educated, intelligent, and very well-mannered, and that drew attention to her. That was also the first time I knew her or I saw her. Frances come off as very unproblematic person, well-trained and well-mannered. Through her video and the way she speaks to people around her, you can see that she's well-trained, well-mannered. She never like insulting people. Even in most of her videos, she's very conscious of what she said. Like each time she's talking about sensitive topic, she never just blab anything like a lot of influencers do. She's always very conscious of what she say or how she put herself out there, because of the way she composed herself, and also because of the way she showed that she's making a lot of money but still remain humble and treat everybody nicely. She gained a lot of followers and a lot of people who love her and love her content. Aside her personality, her content is one of the well-produced, high-quality content on YouTube from Nigerian influencers. Like her content is well produced, like with a lot of quality, and also she show more of a wealthy life, or a life of a young girl who have got everything working for her. She do a lot of traveling across the world, mostly European countries. Like, yeah, she loves a lot of European countries. She posts a lot of travel vlogs and also just everyday vlog, but her content is well produced and well edited. Like, if you're watching her content, it's so very lasting. From her video, Francis come off as somebody from a very wealthy background. There was a day she showed her mother's house in Abuja, and it was like big mansion. Also, her best friend is the daughter of one of the richest men in Igbo land. Francis never showed her father or talk about her father, but it is clear that she comes from money. However, despite her rich background or her supposed rich background, she's a very humble person. The way she put herself out there made a lot of young Nigerians to see her as a role model, because she often show her travel vlogs, traveling across the world, and also she work with a lot of top brand. Like, I'm not talking about anyhow brand or all those hair vendors I just started today. She worked with a lot of well-known brand in Nigeria. So I don't know how she's getting her endorsement, but guys, this girl worked with a lot of big brands in Nigeria. In 2024, Francis uploaded a video where she told her fans that she bought car for herself. According to her, she says she wanted to gift herself a car when she hit 100k subscribers on YouTube. However, she could not wait, so she bought the car before hitting 100k subscribers. When the video went up on YouTube, a lot of us celebrated with her. A lot of fans were so very happy. Francis seemed like a very unproblematic person, and also she's living the kind of life that a lot of Nigerian young girls want to live. She have everything working for her, always working with top brands, and also traveling around the world, living her best life, have an apartment in top place in Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria, and everything seemed to be working well. But in 2025, a video went viral on Twitter and on Instagram.
Yes, so TJ, I did it like this. So see now, see what I give person when no feel appreciate. They treat me like trash.
A video that claimed that a man bought the car. The said car that she came to tell us that she bought, they say that is a man that bought the car for her, but she's not giving the man the attention he need from her, so the man took the car from her. When this video went viral on social media, a lot of people cannot hold their anger. People were mad. You know, Nigerians, I feel like a lot of Nigerians have this kind of jealous spirit. Like, a lot of them will wish you downfall, but they will not say it. They will wait for you to fumble so that they will start venting their anger and frustration on you. I feel like that is what Francis experienced. When that video came out on social media, a lot of people took the opportunity to start bullying her. Like, in every of her video, you see a lot of fans, or I don't call them fans, a lot of netizens insulting her, calling her names. Even Nigerians abroad also made video saying that they are intimidating other young Nigerians and lying to young Nigerians and living fake life and misleading young Nigerians. I don't know if I would say Francis is living fake life, because if you watch through her Instagram page, like if you go through her Instagram page, down her Instagram page and also her YouTube channel, you know that she seems like somebody from money. So I don't think she's living fake life. But yeah, let's continue. A lot of people blame her for lying to the fans that she bought the car, instead of saying that someone gifted her the car. She said that she bought the car. But there are a few people who supported her, saying that somebody bought car for you, that is your own. You can come and be like, I bought the car. Yeah. So I also stand with the people who are saying that she can claim anything she wants. But one thing is, Nigerians love celebrating rich. Yeah, Nigerians love celebrating the rich. Like, Nigerians worship richness. Nigerians worship rich a lot. I will make a video about that, which is the reason why there's a lot of people living fake life in Nigeria. Because if you are showing yourself for who you are, a lot of Nigerians will not appreciate you. So the only time they will appreciate you is that if they see something you're doing and they'll be like, oh yeah, I want to be like that person, I want to be as rich as that person. Even if you're lying, even if you're stealing to get the money, however you get the money is none of their business. All they want to see is somebody who they will worship, or somebody who they will see as an inspiration. But let's continue with Francis, right? A lot of people went from just commenting, saying that she lied to them, to basically bullying her, giving her a lot of hate comments. And one thing I love about Francis is that she carried herself with grace. She never go down with them. She never tried to explain herself. And here is one thing I love that she did. She never pulled down that video or changed the title. The video is still up on YouTube. Even when the video of that man taking the car away from her is everywhere on social media, she never pulled down her original video that said that she bought the car. Just as people were dragging her, giving her hate comments, bullying her, she uploaded another video, a series, where she said that she bought new house. And yeah, I'll put some of the videos here.
This is my dream home.
And you can also go check it on her YouTube channel. I love Francis. Initially, when she started uploading her new house series, a lot of people were giving her hate comments, bullying her, trying to tell her that no, you're not the owner of the house. It's a man that bought the house for you, just like they bought the car for you. Hope they will not take it away from you just the way they took the car away from you. Despite all those bullying, she never paid attention to anybody, nor tried to explain herself, nor put the video down, or even show any sign that people are giving her hate comments. Yeah, she uploaded a video on on TikTok mocking those people that are giving her hate comments, but that is it. She never reacted too much to it. Then on the 16th of November, she uploaded a new video, a brand new video of her buying new Mercedes car. And guys, people are there in the comment section saying, who bought this one for you? I hope you're the person that bought the car. I don't know. She never said anything about buying the car for herself, but I'm waiting for her to upload video on YouTube to see if she will claim that she's the person that bought the car or somebody gifted her the car. So here is my take in all this whole thing. One thing I have noticed, or one thing we Nigerians don't want to accept or don't want to talk about, is the level of classism in Nigeria and money worship in Nigeria. Like, the money worship in Nigeria is crazy. It is ruining the society. It is ruining Nigerian society. But nobody wants to talk about that. The way Nigerians worship money or worship somebody who have made money is crazy. There's this guy on TikTok that always make video about politics. His father used to be the governor of one Yoruba state like that. I have forgotten the state. Like, I will get his video and post his face here. I don't know his father. I don't know who he is. So he always make politics video defending Africa, talking about the impact of US and other countries in Africa, negative impact of US and other countries in Africa. One day he revealed that he is the son of top governor in Nigeria, and his father embezzled a lot of money. Listen to me, I'm going somewhere. That his father embezzled a lot of money when he was the governor of the state. Do you know what Nigerians did? A lot of Nigerians came to this man DM begging him for money, saying, help me, connect me. These guys are not even angry that this father of the person you're begging for money is the reason why. Like, he contributed to the bad state of Nigeria, and you guys were there begging for money. Nigeria have big problem, but we don't want to address the problem of Nigeria. The way Nigerians worship money is the reason why there are a lot of things going on in Nigeria today. The way Nigerians worship money is the reason why you see Nigerians trying to do everything to get money, because the only time you get respect, the only time people respect you as somebody is when you show them outcome, when you show them that you have money. I also heard that there's a restaurant or some places in Ikoyi and Lekki that you cannot enter if you do not have car. If you do not have latest car, not just ordinary car, latest car. So that kind of society, with the level of poverty in Nigeria, tell me, how will people not fake their life to get respect from you? The reason why there are a lot of celebrities, a lot of influencers living fake lives, sleeping around, sleeping with politicians, sleeping with married men just to meet up is because of how Nigerian society is. Nigerian society is messed up and we don't want to talk about it. So people are blaming her for claiming that she said that she bought the car instead of telling the fans that her boyfriend gifted her. And I said, if she come out to tell you guys that her boyfriend gifted her the car, won't you guys bully her? You guys will still bully her. A lot of people will bully her. A lot of people will mock her. Whether she claimed that she's the person that bought the car or her boyfriend bought the car for her, that is none of your business, because she's giving you guys what you want. Every influencer is giving you guys what you want. You guys want outcome. You guys want to see richness. You guys want to see somebody telling you that they make 10 billion naira in Nigeria. Like, I will make a video about Adeife, how Adeife is manipulating and exploiting a lot of Nigerians. And people are not seeing the loopholes because of their hunger for money, because of their hunger to make it fast. This is the reason why you see NIN come that time and take a lot of money and disappear. And recently, another thing that seemed like NIN also come again, still collect a lot of money from Nigerians. Don't blame the girl. Honestly, I don't blame Francis. At the end of the day, Nigerians don't want change. I always say this, Nigerians don't want change. Nigerians don't want change, and that is the reason why Nigeria will always remain like that, because the mentality of Nigerians, if you look the mentality of Nigerians, you know that Nigeria is sick, the society is sick, the way people are brought up, and the hunger for success is too much. We need to turn it down. Honestly, this is the reason why we worship anybody. We worship people who use people for ritual. We worship people who will know that they are armed robbers, like they are doing something bad. We worship people who will know that they are taking from our birthright. We are still worshiping them and telling them to help us, telling them to bless us. People who took from your birthright, people who made you who you like, as poor as you are. Instead of holding them accountable, we are bowing down for them. We are worshiping them. This is the reason why Nigerian politicians steal anyhow and nobody hold them accountable. I don't think anybody have the right to hold Francis and be like, no, you are a bad person. I don't see her as a bad person. Yes, I don't see her as a bad person. She's giving people what people want to see. But even if we are going to talk about it in a very, like, not biased manner, the way I'm saying it, she seemed like somebody from money. That is it. She seemed like somebody from money. Whether somebody bought the car or not, I don't think she's faking her life that much, because if you see the day she showed her house, the house her mother lived in Abuja, you know that her father is very rich. Most of the thing is, a lot of Nigerians do not understand that most of these people parading themselves as influential, and you're looking at them as if you want to be like them. A lot of them are children of politicians. You tell me, how can an influencer be able to pay 10 million naira rent a month in Nigeria? I mean, a year in Nigeria. 10 million naira, 20 million naira, 100 million naira a month in Nigeria. An influencer, where is she getting the money from? It's either her father is a politician or she's dating a politician. But you guys don't like to think. I follow a lot of Nigerian influencers. However, I'm not influenced by anybody. I'm just following them because of I love their personality. There are a lot of them I follow that I love their personality. An example of what I'm saying is Dema Ome. Dema Ome have been on social media for so long. A lot of people want to be like Dema Ome. Even me myself, I want to be like Dema Ome. But later it was revealed that Dema Ome is a daughter of a senator in Nigeria. So even if she's not working or she's not posting, she'll still have the kind of life she have. But one thing I love about Dema Ome is that she never intimidated anybody with her father's wealth. She never showed that she come from a rich family. She's not the kind of person that loves showing off. Even there was a time she said she don't want to travel around Africa again because it is expensive. I love a lot of influencers. I'm not going to hold anybody accountable for whatever they put on social media. The thing is, you that is consuming any content on social media, it is your responsibility to open your eye and know your background. You can't be coming from very poor family and be looking at Francis as your inspiration. Tell me, how can you work to be like her if you come from a very poor family? You guys, no kuna they use on sense, but at the end of the day, if you talk finish, people go do what they want. But guys, I want to know what you think in the comment section.